remember it's probably about 7 years ago now that Dan Watt, as well as other leaders of the Baptist Union, invited a whole bunch of pastors to come to Southside and hear me talk about what the wonderful stories that God had done in Southside. And it was a day of great joy because I got to be with my family, our denomination, our tribe, and talk about all kinds of things that I'm not sure we would have used the language at that point, but missional was really the big deal. How do we reach our neighborhoods? How do we see transformation happen not only in people's lives but in their communities? Well, I get to share this story today because of the fact that that day has really been one of the precursors to something that God is now doing all across Canada, not just in our denomination, but in many denominations. And I'm sharing that story as a way of bragging and saying, hey, do you know that out of our denomination, out of our tribe, has come this, in a sense, missional movement that's beginning to tie into stuff that's happening all over Canada. So some of you don't know me. My name's Cam Roxborough, and I serve at Southside Community Church. And we're now 18 years old, almost, hard to believe. And Southside's one church, 4 congregations. But not only do I get to lead that, but I get to lead this thing, which we've now called the Forge Missional Training Network. And really it did kind of come out of that day and out of the sense of saying, hey, God's helped Southside to multiply. If he can do that with crazy people like Southside, why can't he do it with all kinds of other normal churches? And so it's really been a great joy, not only in our denomination, but in others, to start to help pastors, help young emerging leaders, to multiply into new neighborhoods and really become missional. So it started with us, but I think it's coming full circle in the sense that as that's growing, there are more opportunities for our Baptist Union churches to be able to come back, Canadian Baptist in Western Canada, to come back and to say, okay, so where are we at now? And both in Victoria, in Vancouver, in the Fraser Valley, and then also in the interior, in places like Kelowna, we're beginning training networks there, or hubs there, that our pastors can get involved in so that, again, it's not about a model. This is about missional principles so that we can reach our neighborhood and multiply into those. And so would love to keep connected with anybody that wants to know a bit more about that and to just say, how can we as Canadian Baptists really begin to move forward in some of those things?